but weight when you first start dieting is almost gonna fall off. Not for everyone, but for a lot of people, when they choose to lose weight, they will lose weight really fast. It's when it stops going really fast that people tend to get depressed or have the lack of motivation to move forward. So we started at 220 when I weighed myself at my doctor's office on Monday, and I was 220 on Sunday. Just from exercising more, so more squats, more bench, more all around exercise, and from changing how much calories I take in for 3 days, I've already lost 8 pounds. Now, obviously, I'm dehydrated because that's right in the morning, so I'll probably put 3 to 4 of those pounds on just by drinking water or what I take in for the day. So by the end of the day, I'll probably be around 215. So really, I've only lost 5 pounds, but it's a good start for 3 days. By the end of next week, I probably will be at 210 or slightly below it, which is good. That means I already lost 10 pounds. The first initial 10 pounds, unless you're already super, super skinny, is going to be easy. And even if you're skinny fat, which means you have a lot of fat on you, but you're still skinny, you'll see that, wow, I lost 10 pounds. Just know, when you get to a point where losing weight is going to be hard for you, where your body wants to sit at 220 or sit at 200, or if you're a girl, your body wants to sit at 180, 160, 140, whatever it is, it will be easier at first, but harder once your body gets to a weight where it's comfortable, because it won't want to get away from that. So the important part when you find that weight is to make sure you don't just start gouging your face again. Because if you get from 240 to 200, it's so easy to put 20 pounds back on, 30 pounds back on, because you go back to your old eating habits. So as you're losing this weight, be aware what you're putting into your body. So if you're putting a bunch of processed foods when you're not dieting, such as fruits and boxes or fast food, stuff like that, you're going to have an easier time gaining weight, because that stuff has so many calories in it. It's going to make you shoot up in weight. And that's why most people that eat boxed foods aren't healthy. And it's not that you're not healthy because, you're not healthy because of all the stuff in it, but you're not healthy because you're overeating on your calories, and that's why you keep gaining weight and gaining weight and gaining weight, and that's why you're overweight. And I don't mean overweight by your BMI, I mean overweight by your guts hanging out, and your doctor says, like, dude, your cholesterol's too high, your blood pressure's too high, stuff like that. I don't mean like, oh, you have a little bit of a belly, you're fat and lazy. That's not what overweight is. And I think a lot of people get confused with that, because a lot of kids' BMI is obese, and the kid is just a solid brick of muscle, or the kid's a little chunky. It's like, I wouldn't stress about that too much. Kids grow. But as adults, we tend to get that in the head from being a kid, and we go, oh, my BMI says I'm obese. My BMI says I'm moderately obese, so you take that as you will. I'll talk to you in a little bit. I'm going to shower, get ready for my day. So I just wanted to show you guys what I actually weighed, since I never showed you guys on Tuesday or Monday. But I'll see you soon. So back to what I was saying about the losing weight and how everyone's going to lose weight fast. It's going to be initially stupid fast. You're going to be like, wow, I just lost 5 pounds, or wow, I lost 10 pounds. It's mostly because you're moving differently than you normally do. That's why everyone's New Year's resolution, when they start first working out, they see a lot of progress. And they're like, oh, this is easy. But then it stalls, and they kind of get back into old habits. And that's why I say resolutions can be started every single year. But no matter what day you start it, it's still a year. Whether you start it today and try to do it a whole year, or you start it on March 30th and do it again for a whole year. You have to look at your diet as a way to change your overall living. So, like, even though you're in a caloric deficit and you're eating less, what you need to understand is, in order to keep that weight down, you're going to change your eating habits altogether. So there's a reason bodybuilders don't eat. by counting their calories every single day. Because except for the real strict insane ones, it's not maintainable. It's really hard. So what you do is you change your eating habits and start understanding what you're taking in for calories. And basically in the long run, you're changing what you eat. So you can eat every day and not count your calories and still maintain your weight. So let's say you lose 50 pounds. If you want to keep that 50 pounds off, you need to eat the way you're eating if you're counting your calories. But when you stop counting your calories is when it becomes less difficult. Because your brain will understand, oh, I know if I eat that Big Mac, it's going to be a lot different than if I have this chicken and broccoli today or this steak and potatoes today. But understand that if you're eating salads every day and you're putting a shit ton of dressing on that equals the same as that Big Mac, the only big difference you're getting there is the salad is quote unquote healthier than the Big Mac. But because you put all that salad dressing on, you equal out the total number of calories to that Big Mac or to whatever the hell else junk food you're eating. Now, people try to say, oh, you can't lose weight by doing this. You can lose weight as long as you're in a caloric deficit. That doesn't mean you can eat McDonald's every day. You can eat Taco Bell every day. But if your calorie count says you need to eat 2,500 calories every single day for 7 days to lose 1 pound, as long as you're eating fast food and it equals that 2,500 calories for the day, you will lose that pound. You will feel like absolute shit because you're not going to get the proper nutrition, the balance of the fats, the carbs, the proteins that you need, but you'll lose the weight. There is no way in hell you won't lose the weight. The difference is, for the person that's eating healthier food, so eating at 2,500 calories with a balanced meal, maybe 2 or 3 meals, with healthier choices such as, again, chicken and broccoli, chicken and rice, pretty much any chicken without the skin, as long as you're not deep frying it, is pretty healthy for you. If you're eating those choices, you'll see the benefits. There's a reason that people that have strict lifting diets just eat chicken and something else. Because chicken has a little bit of calories, but gives you a lot of benefits. As long as you cook it well. And that's what people have a hard time understanding. So when they go, I need to lose weight, I can only eat salad, and I can only eat chicken. Nah, you can eat whatever you want. You could have your pizza. You could have your donuts. You just have to make sure that it fits into your calories. The smart thing you do is, if you're going to eat that donut and that pizza, count out your calories for the entire week. If you can break down what you're going to eat each day before you eat it, you can make room for that pizza, or you can make room for those donuts. Just know it's going to take a big chunk. So, for instance, if you know Saturday you're going out and you want to have some pizza, if you do the math for Saturday, the whole day on Saturday, and then, okay, this is what I'm going to eat for the day, you get rid of Saturday. Now you know exactly what you're going to eat. Subtract that from your total amount of calories you have for the whole week. And you go, okay, I want to make a little bit more room on Saturday. That means you're going to have to get rid of what you eat the rest of the week. So let's say your goal is 2,500 calories every day. Maybe what you do is to make Saturday so you can eat an extra 600 calories. You cut out an extra 100 calories from each day. So now you're eating, for the next 5 days, you're eating 2,400 calories. So boom. Now you have an extra 500 calories for Saturday. So now you can eat a total of 3,000 calories for that day. So now you go out to eat, you have that pizza, you hit your 2,500 calorie mark for the day, and maybe now you can fit more in on Saturday. Or if you go, okay, I don't need to do that, then you just eat regular, and then when it comes to Saturday, you adjust for the pizza. But usually when it comes to a pizza or something that is quote-unquote junk, it's going to have a higher calorie count when you consume it. So be able to adjust. And these are things that you keep in mind, that in the long run, this is how you lose weight. So let's say 3 months from now, you lose 20 pounds. But after 2 months, you stop counting your calories, but you just remember what you're going to eat. You'll remember that. So when you go, oh, I'm going to have pizza on Wednesday, so maybe I shouldn't eat junk food on Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday, Friday. That way, you know what? That indulgent that you have on Wednesday, it won't be as bad as it would if you indulged on Wednesday, ate 6,000 calories for the day, and then you had a pretty decent week. Because that extra 1,000 plus calories is going to go to you without you even realizing it. And then all of a sudden, now you start gaining a pound again. And then here's another pound. And here's another pound. When you become consciously aware of what you're doing, that's when losing weight and maintaining that loss is easier. And this is why, as I make these videos, I'll learn how to make better quality videos. But I've learned all this between lifting, competing, and my disease. My disease has helped me lose and gain weight like crazy, because when you're depressed or you're real sad, you tend to eat. Eating is a comfort. Hence how I've gone from 250 to 190, or from 220 to 200. But I've also gone reverse order. I've gone from 190 back to 240. I've gone from 200 back to 230. It's a lot easier to go up than it is to go down. And I know when you're young, you're like, oh, I can never gain any weight. But that's why they tell you just to eat more. But gaining muscle and gaining fat aren't the same thing. A pound of muscle and a pound of fat is still a pound. It just looks extremely different. So if I throw a pound of bricks at your face and a pound of feathers at your face, it's still going to hit you. And it's still going to hurt. It's just going to look a lot different when I throw it. And that's the stuff you have to start understanding. People want to watch these Instagram models or these YouTubers that say, oh, do this, do that. And a lot of these people could care less about your well-being. They just want to make money off of you. You can get a lot of your advice for free if you're willing to sit down and do the research. And that's the hard part, is people don't want to do the research because, especially with this day and age, we have technology, but it's made us extremely lazy. Because when we don't know an answer to something most of the time, we Google it. And Google might just give us an answer immediately. But we might not research the background to that answer. If you want an example of this, my neurologist and I were talking on Monday when I saw him. And he was telling me how the brain is just interesting, because I asked him why he got into neurology. So he gives me an example, and I could just tell by how he's saying this or how happy he is to explain it that he loves his job. But the way he explained it was simple to me. He said, technically, everyone is blind. And he says, your brain could give you a small cone about as big as this right here. And when you get used to that, your brain says that's all you can see. But that's what your brain will fill in. Your brain will fill in everything around you. You turn around, you know there's a White House behind you, even though you can't see it. Or if you're looking right at your stove, you know there's a counter to the left and to the right, or wherever the rest of the stuff is. He goes, but you're blind to the rest of it. You're blind to what's behind me. Even though, yes, now I can see everything behind me or a ceiling, I know above me, there's going to be a ceiling. I know below me, there's going to be a carpet. Even though I can't see either one of those two things, I know they're there. But I am blind to those things. And if my vision were to diminish, unless it became really, really hard to see, my brain would fill in the rest. Now, he could have explained that in super dumb terms, but he went into detail, and I understood it. But if he hadn't gone into detail, my brain would have filled in most of that information. And sometimes when we don't understand something, we'll research it real quick and be like, no, I've got a complete understanding, because we don't want to take a time to read a 10-paragraph report or listen to a 20-minute video. And that's the stuff you have to understand. If you're going to have resolutions or you're going to have goals, you have to go through the hard shit, the boring shit. That's the point. The reason I wanted to show my regression of losing 40 pounds is because, one, I know I can do it. Two, I want to show you the mental that goes through it. Because there's going to be some bad days for me, and you're going to see those bad days. There's going to be some good days for me, and you're going to see those good days. But people are paying people to get told that they can do it. And the fact is, it's just, when you get super tired or when things get super hard, there is many types of people, but a lot of people don't want to keep going through the struggles. And the sucky part is, in the long run, there's going to be more struggles then there is successes. That's just how it is. For, I'm going to say 98%, 97% of the world, your struggles are going to be constant. We don't get to be the 3%, the 1%, the 0.01%. The people that can live in luxury, go every day on cruises, go on helicopters. Unfortunately, that's not you. And yes, the rich people can say, well, if you had this success, you'd realize how shitty it was. And you know what? For them, it probably is boring. When you have so much that you can do and you've done it all, what is there left? So start looking at your struggle as a gift. And, you know, if you struggle every single day, 364 days out of the year, but you have one good day, you just take the positive out of those 364. So if day one, the positive was you maintained your diet and everything else went like shit, there's your positive. You take that and you roll with it. If day two, your positive is you got your damn pants on, you take that positive and you roll with it. That's how we get through things. And you guys are spending too much money on people that are just going to tell you the same shit for $100, $600. You're paying motivational speakers. Hell, there's YouTube. If you want motivation, find a damn YouTube video. Those shits are free. Most of them will have the motivational speakers that are getting paid millions of dollars to tell you the same shit. So, this is day 2. Well, technically it's day 3 for me. And this is shit that you're going to start understanding. This is stuff I'm going to keep telling you. Now, I'll see you tomorrow. There is no gym tomorrow for me because I see my massage therapist. I also have a haircut appointment. As you noticed, I shaved since I started the video earlier and cut from here. So tomorrow will be my rest day. It's important to rest. I will stretch at my house today and tomorrow and as much as I can because stretching is highly important. Friday, if I feel good after my massage, because usually, especially with a deep tissue massage, you tend to be sore the next day like you worked out. So I might take Friday off. If not, we will bench on Friday and I will do upper body. Unfortunately, I missed one of my legs days this week, which I hate because I love leg day, but I will adjust. Don't look at the negatives, look at the positives. So Friday will be a bench day, Saturday will be legs, Sunday will be shoulders, and then we'll go on from there. I will see you all tomorrow. Don't know what we'll really go into, but maybe I'll talk about getting depressed or saying, oh, I can have this and that for the day, and we'll talk more. So, behave yourselves, do what you need to, and just don't forget, it's going to take many shitty days for you to have your success. Have those shitty days. They're okay to have. Just don't get stuck in them.